Damn, son, why are we playing Contra? Well, because I've been playing this game a lot lately, and I did a terrible job at it the last time I tried to play it, recording it for people on the internet to watch. So, I'm gonna just try to redeem myself a little bit. Contra Hardcore. Gotta play with Sheena because she's the, ooh, that sounded off color. She's probably the most balanced character, and that's a relative term in this game. Because no one really is balanced. I mean, Ray's guns kind of just come up short, and Fang is very situational, and Brownie's overpowered, and he's for little girls. I mean, that's why, if I use Brownie, it's going to be because I died 90 times, and I'm just sick of using the other characters. I've beaten a couple of routes as Brownie, so it's not just like, oh, you just hate him because, or you lose the laser yo-yo and you fuck up with every other gun. No, it's all of his guns are freaking horse poop. Except maybe the A gun, because trying to hold the button down and aim it does that weird slow stroby arc thing that Force Plus Laser does in Gunstar Heroes. So but yeah, Sheena's great. She shoots glowing gumballs and the freaking grenade arc and the broken laser. And if I wasn't playing around, I would have killed this guy already. But there, he's dead. So no worries. And my super ultimate awesome speed run added like 5 seconds to it. But now, if I were doing a super speed run, I would be using Brownie because clearly that's the only character you should ever use in this game, and you should only use the laser yo-yo. Why can't I talk? I like to hump while I'm shooting to make little waves in the bullets like that, and you can like vary your speed and like turbo hump, and yeah, it's really awesome because I got to do something while I'm waiting for this graphically impressive but ultimately not very difficult boss to come down. So, as we got to fight the Fake Mode 7 Grooving Cyclops, and you just stand under his armpit, lock your shot, and wail on him, and he's dead in no time. Excellent. Now, I will make one caveat. I am going to be using save states to just give myself little checkpoints for the decision parts, because I don't want to have to replay through this stage and stages 3 and 4. So let me jump on this weird eye-spinning hang-off platform thing that was in Contra 3. I think it's unceremoniously destroyed. Never forget. Nobody's inside that thing. It's really Mickey Mouse. He just, is made of felt and doesn't talk. Last time I was at Disney World, the only character I got my picture with was Jafar, because I think he had, like, the shortest line, and you could, like, hear the dude breathing heavily in the costume. It was kind of creepy. Oh, this is a fun boss fight. Basically, you gotta remember his pattern, but he mixes it up sometimes. See, it's like he usually does that little swipe twice, but sometimes he'll do that helicopter shit, and I'll like slide into him automatically, not thinking. And yeah, remember, sliding into his legs when they're detached, it'll still hurt you, even though they don't take damage. So gonna go with go after Deadeye Joe first. Drop a save state here, just so I can go back to it. Select the A gun, because that's what I want for the next part. Well, we can go with homing, I guess. It doesn't really matter. It's like, this part is just pretty worthless. But I like this stage, it's throwing you the bike stage pretty early. It's actually a pretty decent stage. It's not just kind of bonuses like sewer surfing or whatever, and not that that's not fun too, but it's not the complete horse poop that the bike stage of Stage 4 is in Contra 3. So you want to not use the homing gun on that guy, because you want to kill him fast enough to where he doesn't chunk that bomb across the screen at you and you willy to death. Because I don't know if you haven't noticed, but your homing guns just don't do that much damage, or DPS. But Sheena's is great because of its sheer screen coverage. This guy basically is just all about pattern recognition. He'll never really throw you anything for a loop. Although, sometimes he'll, after doing the initial lasers, he'll go to the other side of the screen and then poop eggs on you, but there he decided to do the arm thing. But I mean, it's still really easy to avoid. Alright, so we're catching up with Deadeye Joe, who is an obvious decoy, and, we were gaining nothing by going after this guy. Not that, going after the research center would have been good either, because You get there too late, Slappy. Because you didn't have a chicken bike, you had to catch a ride on a freaking glider. The thing with this is, like, if you jump soon enough, the game's like, oh, he's doing too good. I'm not going to let him shoot me that much, because otherwise, if you just kind of stand there and wail on it, it'll shoot 4 of those things in a row. And then it goes into this mode, and it's a little harder to avoid, but I was hoping I would have killed it by now since I'm using Sheena's laser. Yeah, in fact, this is probably the longest I've ever taken to kill this thing. There we go, finally. Now, I'm going to go to the B gun here just so I can lock my shot and like shoot it at the arc, which is really great. It's much more useful than Ray's B, because Ray's B is his only really damaging weapon, while Sheena has the C as well. But, yeah, it kind of lets you pull off some angles with her that the other characters just can't do, so you can get, like, kind of farther away, and you got a shot that does a pretty good bit of damage here, so, alright. Wasn't really necessary to slide away. Here you want to stay in the center. He almost always goes to, the left on me. I don't think I've ever seen him go to the right. Of course, with 2 players, he might do something different entirely. Now he goes into hop around form, hop along Cassidy. Why did it? That was dumb. Oh my god, the fucking pogo bot crap. Anyway, and he should be dead on one more pass. Excellent. Now, how did he not break his neck when he landed? Oh right, video game from the 90s. Haha. Apparently he's cybernetically enhanced. I mean, I know he's got the freaking solid eye there, but maybe that's why they call him Dead Eye too. Anyway, junkyard stage. And 3 days later, Norman Cascade, best hacker on the net. Even though he can't, you know, cover his tracks, and he's easily found out like 3 days later. So yeah, it's not that great of a hacker. Just pausing so I can switch my weapons here and unlock my shot. It's not cheating, it's tactics. I like this stage too. It's got a kick and tune. It's got decent graphical effects. I like the dudes riding out of the background. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'm gonna go to homing here. Basically, these guys, upon bursting out of the ground, you can't shoot them. You have to wait till after the apex of their jump, and then they won't actually fire at you until they hit the ground and then jump again and do that stupid little flip. Okay. And yeah, you want to be aware of the car here. The missile hurts. Just so you know. Don't make the mistake of, like, running... Oh my god, go away. Don't make the mistake of running, like, halfway up the slope and ducking, and, like, the missile can still hit you. Unless you're Brownie, because this sprite is freaking tiny. It's like, I don't even need the homing gun for this, really. I can use this gun. It's just, you don't want to jump too much. Usually when you're jumping in this game and there's other stuff in the air, it will kill you. So, just a general tip, you know. If you want to be a elite bro and a hella Jeff, you disregard my advice. It's not like I know what I'm talking about. I'm not good at Contra. I've only beaten this game and Contra and Super C. Contra 3 can suck it. I'm not even gonna bother. Maybe someday. So yeah, with Sheena, I was able to get a decent firing angle on him, do pretty good damage, and he didn't even get off one pass of his little jump the hoop tail swipe thing. So, and you just take out these turrets. Not tough. If you go too far, though, your homing gun will automatically lock on that second turret, and you know it's. With Sheena, I don't think it matters just because of the spread of her gun, but I think with Ray, it's entirely possible for it to miss the first one entirely, which is pretty lame. And I'm not gonna lie, these things always make me nervous. Now, here we come to everybody's favorite boss, the freaking Zodiac boss, which I never understood why you need to shoot those doors either. Can't they be like Mega Man doors and just open for you? We can turn this on for size here. It's like anything you have is probably 3 sizes too big for me, fat ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I call you fat? Okay. So, yeah, you really don't ever want to jump against this boss. Because it's bullshit. But I'm going to jump anyway. See, it's like sometimes he'll just, like, shoot across the screen at you. Yeah, to manage to kill him without having to slide through, because I sometimes fuck that up. And, yeah, the more you damage him, the faster he'll do his little dive there. And it can be tough to tough to stay on the ball with sliding around that. Now, yeah, I'm really cheating by using this here just to destroy his stupid arrows, but, you know what? With a regular rapid gun, if you stand like slightly ahead of him and fire up, the arrows will fly into that. But it's just too risky. I've got the gun, I'm using it. Okay, I clearly tried to slide away from that, as you saw, but it didn't come out fast enough. But that's okay, I was expecting a death on that part anyway. And I'm expecting to eat at least one more death on this part. Time my shots here. Also, it's like, how close you are there, you gotta kind of push him back, because if he gets you into the corner, you have a lot less room to maneuver. And you want to stay away, because when you do enough damage to him to get him into his next form, those things will hit you. Okay, I'm just gonna stay crouched here, hope I'm back far enough so the tread doesn't run over me. Yes. Simple. Now I just want to get this part dead fast enough, but I mean, I've got a homing gun, so it's not that hard. And this guy follows pretty predictable pattern too. He always goes to the left first. Now, depending on which side of the helicopter you're standing on, the tail rotor will go to that side. So, but you know, don't stand under it. And, I changed my jump in midair because I thought I was gonna fly into the little chips he was dropping in, and I got caught on the tail rotor. But that's okay, we still got 3 lives, and I've still got some guns here. In fact, I need to switch to D going into the next stage, because I'm gonna need it. So, no more lives than I expected to lose. I'm actually doing pretty good, considering I don't normally try to play this and talk over it. And it's hard enough to play when I'm not talking over it. So, what's my time at? Like 15 minutes? Alright, the knowing Totalist is in charge. Colonel Bahamut, who isn't from Hardcore Uprising, which has nothing to do with this game. I'm totally not the same guy, and neither is Dr. Geo Mandrake. Actually, I had a theory, and by theory I mean half-baked crap that I just thought up, that Deadeye Joe is Leviathan, and they put Harley's brain in Brownie because he likes to party. He totally told me he does, seriously. Yeah, that homing gun is really good for wrecking those little dudes. If you don't have it, you kind of have to inch forward and then jump every now and then if they jump, and then sometimes your bullets will miss 1 or 2 of them, and they can, like, you know, stray ones will get through, and you have to be careful. Kind of wish I had more guns than this right now, but that's okay. Nothing too terribly hard. I've got basically everything I need for the next 2 mini-bosses here. And yeah, those bugs, again, you don't want to jump against those. They will fly right into you. This part is pretty easy. Just stand in the center and shoot, and then when he turns red, get out of the way. Wail on him some more. Oh, see, he fucking changed up his pattern, but I think it's because I tried to get under him too fast. See, there we go. Took a little more time, and he went into that little bridge shaking part. I don't know why you can't just walk past him. You just walk past him? No. What is this? Strider? We're on a dinosaur now? What is this? Dinosaurs for hire? We're shooting guns at people? No, we're not dinosaurs. What is this? Dino Wars? No. Why do I have to even know that game exists? Not happy with that development. Okay, that's enough of those roly-poly bugs. Sometimes that Brontosaurus blows out nuclear snot, and I'm not sure what you do to make it do that. I think if you any stray bullets hit it when you scroll past that point, that makes it do that. This boss is kind of finicky and random. I don't know. I might eat a death here, just if I don't pay attention. Especially if he goes into this freaking pattern. Oh, jeez. Didn't think I was going to get that slide out in time. Yeah, it'll take 9 freaking years if you use homing against this boss. And your splash damage stuff, like the grenade launcher, and even the laser doesn't seem to do that much against it. So you really want to have your double A, and you just want to do that. Yeah. Turbo humping while I'm waiting on this freaking pinwheel other testicle to come out. Alright. This part is simple. Slide under him, you know, just wail on him some more. And then he'll start flying around by shooting fire out of his anus. And you don't even have to use homing here, because, I mean, you know, basically by the time he gets to that point, you can have him killed. And I got another extent. Awesomeness. The backgrounds in this stage, I mean, they got the parallax scrolling thing, and I don't know, they're kind of dirty, not as attractive, and maybe that's just the Genesis color palette, but you know what? It's not the Genesis' fault. It's not Konami's fault. It's your fault for being spoiled and stuff. Alright, so since we killed Deadeye Joe, nobody comes out of this capsule, and the only other difference is in the first horizontal corridor after... And you'll see what I mean. In the first horizontal corridor after doing the part with the rebounding laser, he doesn't fire missiles. It's only after he goes up the vertical shaft and then gets into the second part. So what you want to do here is basically not have him spinning when he's firing that laser. So you want to use your A gun and shoot him, and then when the freaking sparkle magic comes in, he stops charging up his laser. You know, stop firing before he shoots the loop. Ha 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 ha! Didn't telegraph that at all. So I guess this is supposed to be some kind of weird mine shaft that we're in. I honestly can't reconcile the reason for this part's existence in the game universe, but, I mean, it's Contra. Why? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. This part still makes me nervous. Because sometimes it kind of stays in the center, and sometimes he just flies around on his own, but basically, you know, he reacts to your shot, so you want to... If he's getting too close to you, you want to give him a little pop, like, hey, get off me, bitch, yeah. Oh, like... But usually, I mean, you can... It's kind of easy to avoid him by... And as I say that, that was some horse poop right there. I mean, when does he ever even do that? He's only doing that because I'm recording it. Yeah, thanks a lot, game. Now he waves like a penis in the wind. So how y'all doing? I really have no good way to do this part. You just... Yeah, I just kind of stay up here and wail on him and hope that the laser doesn't hit me. And since I've got the C gun, hopefully I'll destroy him before it has a chance to. So far so good, yes. I'm going to switch to D gun, even though, again, probably not necessary, but I got to shoot down those missiles now. Okay, he goes up here. And now, if I'd let Deadeye Joe live, it would have been firing missiles here. But as it stands, it only kind of limps up the thing here, and you don't even have to really like run to keep up with this. You kind of let it push you along in some points, but you know, I think it'll scroll you off the screen where I was just now. But like right here, I can just kind of sit here. It's not like this is too tough. It's just long, and you know, if you screw it up enough and have to continue, you start back after you destroy the mechanical testicles, and so it's just a lot of trial and error, and you gotta do the same thing over and over. This is gonna take a while because I lost my A, but that's alright. Basically, you want to stay up here and shoot him because once you let go, he's gonna rebound back at you like that. You just gotta wait for him to charge up his shot, and then slide under the leg, and yeah, it took me so long to figure out how to do this. In fact, I'll admit it, I had to look it up on YouTube, because I didn't know you could go through the legs here and they wouldn't damage you. Yeah, it would make some vaguely sexual joke, but I don't even know what that is. So anyway, and once you know like when he's going to stop on which passes, you can go ahead and start shooting him whenever. Like here, I want to stop shooting sooner just because of where he is. Because, you know, he's got a little cone to that there, and it can hit you. I think he's going to stop right there. And he's dead. He probably would have been hit sooner if I'd kept my double A, but there you are. I think I'm approaching 30 minutes, so I'm just going to do the next part, and we're going to call that a video. Get a little more story, because it's important, while I figure out how to switch my save state slot. Blah, blah, blah. This is the end for you. This game is so edgy, because they curse. Doctor's been a you bastard. You're Dr. Wily all along. Kind of looks like a, I don't know, one of those presidents that no one can remember. Like, not Washington or Lincoln, but like a guy like Martin Van Buren or whatever. Alright, so here we are, decision time. No way to escape, you must surrender peacefully. Fight to the end, surrender and fight later. So, I'm not a big fan of surrender and fight later on this route, so we're gonna fight to the end, because this is a relatively easy one, and Seems like a good place to stop after we do this. So this is just a boss gauntlet of reject mutants, reject mini-bosses, really. We've got to fight the blue. I must destroy all of the blue. Okay, what gun do I want here? Yes. So yeah, that first one was pretty much a joke. Oh, and don't stand in the center. You will die when they come out. Just saying. Slide away. Now, Polly says don't jump at that part, slide through him, but that's bullcrap. I jump at that part. It's all of knowing, like, where to jump away, because if he starts swirling around the screen after he fires his fireballs, you will eat that hit. This part, to jump when he's on the other side of the screen. Don't stand directly under him when he tries to poop fire on you. Easy. And, yeah, since I have a really good gun, I'm pretty much tearing this guy up, so, bitchin' music too. This thing, you know, you can shoot it, but then you won't get all the power-ups. But the power-ups are random, so it'll give you a lot of the same ones most of the time. Switching to the grenades here, because I think it kills this thing a little bit faster than the bombs. Bombs, I meant the laser. I had bombs on the mic, so I was about to get to my next point. Sometimes the power-up spewing plant gives you bombs, and that really makes the game easier. I thought I was going to have to slide through him, but nope. Doing good. So yeah, if you have Ray, this is, up until this point, maybe not as, you know, the same difficulty, but it's considerably harder. Well, this part's considerably hard if you don't have the right guns at all, but if you have Ray, and even if you have all of his guns, this part is considerably harder. Because he doesn't have anything that penetrates. And like with Sheena, I've got the C-laser penetrates, I've got the homing laser penetrates. I mean, with Fang, you can use the charge up, or the... I think the flamethrower will go through the leg. Oh. Thought this guy would have been dead by now. There he goes. Alright, that'll do it for part 1 of this stuff here, so, save my state again. Alright, I'll see y'all later with more thrilling the conclusion to Colonel Bahamut's kart racer. Later.